Desna.
Hello.
We're here.
That's wrong.
What's
God
happening?
damn it. Hang on.
Joto, a moment. Wait.
Hang on.
We
Everything's fucked up. Fuck.
Welcome to Scuff Stream. Scuff Stream is
I sit
Scuff.
over here. You sit over there.
Children, get in your proper placements.
There we go.
Did you read the place cards?
Oh no. Fuck.
And this is why we did a reading stream today. Because we're obviously not prepared to do a normal stream.
Well, you became more prepared than usual. You have a book now.
Look, everybody, I'm cultured. I've decided to take up reading in my pastime. Actually, it's kind of true. I've been reading more. So what do you know?
I've been reading manga.
It has words. There is text there. There's big fancy words in there. It counts.
Let me pick up food real quick.
Yeah, we're trying to get food because we don't know how to get our butts out of bed early enough. That's fun.
How's everybody doing today?
Yeah, how's chat
What's
doing?
going on?
Guys ready for Scuff and Lore?
Wait.
Also, we're starting on the Tongue Man.
Look at them.
And honestly, Sumi, I suggest that you read the second paragraph in the biology section because it's a thing.
I don't even know why I look at other things at this point. I know what I want.
Sometimes you have to really decide. You have to be like, hey, yo, what new stuff you got? Nothing good? Alright, back with the usual it is.
Yeah. No.
Alright, hopefully that's better. Oh yeah, you have my phone, so it's fine.
panic.
I've just been tired all weekend.
Existing is hard.
That's another reason why I was like, reading stream. Reading stream will get us sort of into the swing of things. Where my brain only has to function at a minimum level. Because if we play... Well, I guess my brain doesn't have to function if we play Genshin. I'm not listening to anybody anyway.
That's right, you're speedrunning.
I'm speedrunning. I'm just trying to go touch some fucking grass. But if we play Breath of the Wild, my brain going burr could have very negative effects on what we're doing. And I would really rather not. I'm lucky I didn't die to the dragon last time.
He just said, nah, not today. Yeah, I think that's good.
Okay.
Anyway.
Choices made. We must feed ourselves.
Food order placed. Did I take my message one? Yes, I did.
You gotta make sure that we're all...
I have to take 3 a day, so I don't want to,
miss one.
miss my timing for it.
Yeah, fuck everything up.
Yeah, 'cause I think I have somewhat decent timing for it. Anyway,
Hey, so we're here for lore.
Lickitung, the licking Pokemon. So...
Read the second. The second one.
This one?
Yeah, fucking Lickitung! Hold on, what was the stats on that? Wait, what? Oh no, that is its tongue. Okay. Lickitung is 3'11" in height and weighs 144 pounds. And the second paragraph under the biology section for Lickitung is something.
At over 6 feet 6 inches, Lickitung's tongue is twice as long as its body. Sticky smelling saliva coats its tongue, which causes a tingling sensation when touched and can cause rashes if not cleaned off. It is used for capturing prey, exploring its environment, and cleaning. However, it's questionable if its saliva is clean in the first place. Oh wait, I lost my place. Hang on. In the first place, as it cleans, it has a lingering smell. Lickitung's saliva can be used as a strong adhesive after cooking.
What the fuck? We make glue out
After
of
cooking
Lickitung?
it, Lickitung remembers things by their texture and taste, although it is apparently dislikes sour things. The tongue is both dexterous and powerful enough to lift people.
Hey, yo.
Oh,
That's a thing.
Yep. What's that picture?
Don't worry about it.
Anyway.
And then you get to be reminded of the Let's Go, or not Let's Go, Detective Pikachu.
Detective Pikachu,
Yeah.
Anyway, Pokedex entries. Lickitung, the licking Pokemon. Its tongue can be extended like a Charmeleon's, as it leaves a tingling sensation when it licks its enemies.
Ooh, tingly.
In yellow, its tongue spans almost 7 feet and moves more freely than its forelegs.
Hey, yeah, excuse me?
Its licks can cause paralysis.
Can Lickitung just, like, use its tongue to move around?
Probably!
Can you imagine,
it's probably stronger than its legs to, like, just move around. Just, like, wrap around a branch, yeets itself. Like it's Attack on Titan.
Yeah, it's Attack on Titan. I was just thinking it could just, like, stick its tongue out and just, like, curl it, like curling, you know, a little curling weight.
I'm sure it could just slap it on the ground and, like, retract it to move.
That's fucking horrifying. Now we're getting to the horrifying stuff of Pokemon. Only because our brains work in this way.
It's that kind of morning.
It's that kind of morning.
Stadium. Its tongue is twice its body length, moves around freely to catch prey. Its licks cause tingling sensation.
Oh no, what did I do?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, I just refreshed the page, it's fine.
In gold, its tongue has well-developed nerves that run to the very tip, so it can be deftly manipulated. In silver, its long tongue, slathered with a thick, gooey saliva, sticks to anything, so it's useful. I mean, yeah, if its saliva's sticky, you can just slap it on the ground and drag itself around. Pretty sure.
Oh, I hate that.
Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry, did we lose viewers because of what we're talking about? It's okay, they'll come back and watch the VOD, right?
Weird, it's fine. They just weren't ready for for tongue action in the morning.
It's too early for tongue. Anyway.
Yep. Crystal, it has a tongue that is over 6 feet 6 inches long. It uses this long tongue to lick its body clean. After they brought back the Ledu in Stone Ocean, I don't know.
I don't know about that. I'm not ready for that.
Like, it was already weird to begin with, and then they made it worse.
It was fine if it was just Kakui, but then they brought in whatever the fuck that thing was with Ledo. I don't like it.
Not a callback I wanted.
Yeah, you're right. Of all the callbacks we could have, that was not the one.
That wasn't it.
That was not in the right fashion.
We read that one already in a different format. Ruby and Sapphire. Whenever Lickitung comes across something new, it will unfailingly give it a lick. It does so because it memorizes things by texture and taste. It is somewhat put off by sour things. Twice its body length. Alright, yeah. It can be. The tongue can be used like an arm for grabbing food and attacking. Yeah.
Yep.
In Platinum, when it extends its over 6 foot long tongue, its tail quivers. There is a possibility they are connected.
I don't like that. What if we didn't?
It's uncomfy.
I don't want it. Move this mic again. Apologies, everybody. Oh, God. Yep, that's good enough.
I don't like that its tongue reacts to its tail. It's just so weird. Same shit, different
generation.
Different generation. Alright, son, I mean, what do you got for us?
Right, what horrifying shit do you have? I like the way Ultramoon puts it.
Ultramoon noise is good. It licks filth clean from with its tongue. Whatever it licks always stinks afterwards, so whether it's really clean is questionable. Let's go. It says its tongue spans almost 7 feet and moves more freely than its forelegs. Licks can cause paralysis. Yep. Instead of its hand, in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, instead of its hands, it uses its tongue, which can stretch twice the Pokemon's height. Lickitungu's sticky saliva grips anything. I forgot it was in Arceus. Wields its long tongue deftly as though it were an arm. The Pokemon's viscous saliva, once it has been collected and boiled down, yields a strong and highly useful adhesive.
So I like how it went from the tongue itself to the saliva. Anyway.
Coughing.
On to coughing. A whole 2 foot high and 2.2 pounds.
The gassy boy.
The gaseous. The poison gas Pokemon. Mm-mm.
What's noodle? You okay? Is the cat though over there? He's still staring outside?
Must stare. Here we go. Data. I forgot about the wheezing.
Yep. Dappermans.
Dappermans. Okay, so coughing in red and blue, because it stores several kinds of toxic gases in its body, it is prone to exploding without warning.
Okay.
In yellow, in hot places, its internal gases could expand and explode without any warning. Be very careful.
God, it's a walking bomb.
Yeah. I'm a bomb. I just remembered 4 nights last night. That meme is just usable for literally everything.
I love that meme. Meme's so good. Catbug is the best. Catbug.
That's on Netflix now. There's like a bee and catbug thing on Netflix. We might just have to watch that for like funds and like considering there's going to be a lot of trauma coming around this next anime season.
There's a lot of horror and trauma going up.
We might have to just watch a little bit of catbug to make life better.
Catbug.
Let's see. In Stadium for coughing, a Pokemon that is like a thin skin balloon filled with a highly toxic gas, known to occasionally explode. Just occasionally. This is fine. In Gold, its thin, flimsy body is filled with gases that cause constant sniffles, coughs, and teary eyes. And silver, the poisonous gases it contains are a little bit lighter than air, keeping it slightly airborne.
It does learn self-destruct. I was like, if it explodes and it doesn't learn self-destruct, I don't know what it's doing.
In crystal, if one gets close enough to it when it expels poisonous gas, the gas swirling inside it can be seen. In ruby, if coughing becomes agitated, it raises the toxicity of its internal gases and then jets them out from all over its body. This Pokemon may overinflate its round body, then explode. Sapphire. Coughing embodies toxic substances. It mixes the toxins with raw garbage to set off a chemical reaction that results in a terribly powerful poisonous gas. The higher the temperature, the more gas is concocted by this Pokemon. In Emerald, getting up close to a coughing will give you a chance to observe, through its thin skin, the toxic gases swirling inside. It blows up at the slightest stimulation. Fire Red just kind of sounds a little funny. Its thin balloon-like body is inflated by horribly toxic gases. It reeks when it is nearby. Stinky. Flimsy bodies, light. In Black and White 2, it words it. Toxic gas is held within its thin balloon-shaped body, so it may cause massive explosions. More toxic. Exploding. Light. Oh, good. In Sword, its body is full of poisonous gas. It floats into garbage dumps, seeking out the fumes of raw, rotting trash. In Shield, it adores polluted air. Some claim that coughing used to be more plentiful in the Galar region than they are now. And that's it. That's the coughing.
On to the wheezing.
Let's go.
Okay. For wheezing. In red and blue, there are two kinds of poison gases. Where two kinds of poison gases meet, two coughings can fuse into a wheezing over many years.
Okay.
In yellow, it lives and grows by absorbing dust, germs, and poison gases that are contained in toxic waste and garbage.
I'm gonna pause you because apparently the Galarian wheezing is 9 foot 10 inches tall.
It's all that hat.
It's all the hat, but like, I don't like that. Being a small, I don't like that.
It's all hat. It's very tall. He's Dugdale Dimmadome.
Welcome to the Dimmadome. He really do be though.
Anyway,
back onto the actual lore.
In Stadium, a twinned coughing that forms on rare occasions where poisonous gases pool. Its two toxic gases appear to be different. Silver. Top grade perfume is made using its internal poison gases by diluting them to the highest level. What?
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 I don't understand.
Huh? In Crystal, when it inhales poisonous gases from garbage, its body expands and its insides smell much worse. They make that into perfume? For what reason? Who thought of that?
Perfume be stinky, so why not make stinky with stinky? That's all perfume is mixing stinkies with other stinkies.
Ruby, when wheezing loves the gases given off by rotted kitchen garbage. This Pokemon will find a dirty, unkept house and make it its home. At night, when people in this house are asleep, it will go through the trash.
Excuse me, I'm the trash man.
Perfect for hoarders, I'm sure.
Ugh. Ugh.
Same shit, different generation.
What? Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum? The end of it.
It grows by feeding on gases released by garbage, though very rare triplets have been found.
That's weird.
I don't like the perfume thing. Like, that's so weird to me. Anyway. In X, if one of the twin coughing inflates, the other one deflates. It constantly mixes its poisonous gases.
I fucked up.
In Sword, it mixes its gases between its two bodies. It is said these Pokemon were seen all over the Galar region back in the day. In Shield, it can't suck in air quite as well as a Galarian wheezing, but the toxins it creates are more potent than that of its counterpart. Interesting. The Galarian wheezing in Sword. This Pokemon consumes particles that contaminate the air. Instead of leaving droppings, it expels clean air. A filter.
Wheezing become filter.
In Shield, long ago, during a time when droves of factories fouled the air with pollution, wheezing changed into this form for some reason.
Wheezing's being a good boy and helping the environment.
Clean the air.
Good clean man.
So tall.
Tallest man.
I'm denied.
It broke.
I can't look at the tall man.
No close-ups of tall man.
Anyway, Rhyhorn.
Rhyhorn at a whole 3 foot 3 inches and a whopping 253.5 pounds. Big boy. Oh no! I just happened to catch a bit of the biology. This is Rhyhorn's brain is very small, giving it a one-track mind. When it runs, it forgets why it started and continues until it falls asleep. However, it may recall the reason upon demolishing something. Due to its short legs, it is inept at turning and can only run in straight lines. It does not care if obstacles get in the way, merely smashing through them or sending them flying. However, it may feel pain the day after a collision.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, baby.
Small brain.
Small brain rhino. Small brain rock rhino. Let's see. Entries for red and blue. Its massive bones are 1,000 times harder than human bones. It can easily knock a trailer flying. In yellow, a Pokemon with a one-track mind. Once it charges, it won't stop running until it falls asleep. In silver, it doesn't care if there's anything in its way. It just charges and destroys all obstacles. In crystal, it can remember only one thing at a time. Once it starts rushing, it forgets why it started.
He's fast as fuck, boy.
Oh my god. In ruby, Rhyhorn runs in a straight line, smashing everything in its path. It is not bothered even if it rushes headlong into a block of steel. This Pokemon may feel some pain from the collision the next day, however. Sapphire. Rhyhorn's brain is very small. It is so dense, while on a run, it forgets why it started running in the first place. It apparently remembers something if it demolishes something. You just gotta rattle those two brain cells around to make them click together.
Aggressive maintenance.
Oh, don't word it like that. In Emerald, once it starts running, it doesn't stop. Its tiny brain makes it so stupid that it can't remember why it started running in the first place.
Small brain.
And in Fire Red, strong but not too bright, this Pokemon can shatter even a skyscraper with its charging tackles.
How do people live in this world?
In Diamond and Pearl, its body is clad in a thick hide and its tackles topple buildings. Unfortunately, it is not smart. Oh no! In Platinum, its powerful tackles can destroy anything. However, it is too slow-witted to help people work. This poor Pokemon.
Sad rock rhino noises.
Arceus is about the only thing that's different now. Ludicrously strong. When it butts heads with a mountain, it is the mountain that shatters. But its short legs struggle with turns, and it is incapable of stopping unless it collides with something. Babies. Alright, that's it for Rhyhorn. On to the big...
Oh, baby. The Rhydon. Rhydon these nuts. Anyway, 6'3".
Oh, he got big.
Oh. Very tall. There's a lot here. Okay. To red and blue. Protected by an armor-like hide, it is capable of living in molten lava of 3,600 degrees.
Good
Holy
Lord.
shit. In yellow, walks on its hind legs, shows signs of intelligence. Its armor hide even repels molten lava.
So as it evolves, it gets two more brain cells for a total of 4.
In gold, this rugged hide protects it from even the heat of lava. However, the hide also makes it insensitive. Cannot feel. In silver, its brain developed when it began walking on hind legs. Its thick hide protects it even from Magmar. In crystal, by lightly spinning its drill-like horn, it can easily shatter even a diamond in the rough. In ruby, Rhydon's horn can crush even uncut diamonds. One sweeping blow of its tail can topple a building. This Pokemon's hide is extremely tough. Even direct cannon hits don't leave a scratch. Tank. Ooh, a lot about it being strong hide. Strong hide, brain grow bigger when he stand on 2 legs. Black and white. standing on its hind legs, freed its forelegs, and made it smarter. It is very forgetful, however.
I feel that. just because I'm bipedal doesn't mean I have a good memory.
Those... I'll do legends because I always do that. That's Professor Voice. Rapidly rotates its horn and to bore through bedrock. It swaggers around volcanic regions protected from the lava's heat by its tough armor-like hide.
Very good.
Haha.
Chansey. I was reading the biology of this. The second one is always very interesting. Second paragraph of the biology. A kind-hearted Pokemon, Chansey will share its egg with injured people and Pokemon. However, Chansey will never share its egg to those with evil hearts. The eggs become more delicious if Chansey is raised with love and care. Chansey's egg is used as a high-class cooking ingredient due to the nutrition it has. As a result, Chansey has been referred to as Doctor's Doubles because of its egg. Due to its egg being over-harvested, Chansey is extremely rare in the wild and is said to bring good luck and happiness to those who manage to catch it. Fleeing from those seeking its egg has made this once slow species much quicker on its feet than in the past. It is more commonly found in urban settings. Chansey is the only known Pokemon capable of using the Lucky Punch item. In Pokemon Legends Arceus, if the player is injured, any nearby Chansey will come to help heal them and then flee when they're fully healed. That's so cute. Like, I had no idea. I've never been like harmed around a Chansey, and like now I want to go try it.
Go get hurt.
Yeah, I'm just gonna drop down from Braviary like, what up, bitches? And see if they come and heal me. Anyway, as for Pokedex entries, in red and blue, a rare and elusive Pokemon that is said to bring happiness to those who manage to get it. Yellow, a gentle and kind-hearted Pokemon that shares its nutritious eggs if it sees an injured Pokemon. In Stadium, lays very succulent eggs every day. If it is treated with love and care, its eggs appear to become even more delicious.
Indeed.
In Gold, it walks carefully to prevent its egg from breaking. However, it is extremely fast at running away. In Ruby and Sapphire, Chansey lays nutritiously excellent eggs on an everyday basis. The eggs are so delicious that they are easily and eagerly devoured by even those people who have lost their appetite.
Where do we get those?
In Fire Red, it lays several eggs a day. The eggs are apparently rich in nutrients and extremely delicious. Those are all the same. Happiness, nutrients. Those are all, even Sun and Moon are like the same, which is interesting because usually they really get, they get into it. And since I read that biology thing, it kind of covers the whole thing, so. Yeah, that's pretty much it about Chansey. Chansey's rare, has really tasty eggs, and is a sweet Pokemon.
Tangela, the vine Pokemon. Well, 3'3". 3'3" ball of vines. Red and blue. The whole body is swathed with wide vines that are similar to seaweed. Its vines shake as it walks.
I like how it's similar to seaweed, but it's still technically a grass Pokemon.
Mm-hmm. Its identity is obscured by mass thick blue vines. The vines are said to never stop growing. In gold, the vines that cloak its entire body are always jiggling. They effectively unnerve its foes. In silver, it tangles any moving thing with its vines. Their subtle shaking is ticklish if you get ensnared.
The Tickle Pokemon. Yeah, this is the view we got. We haven't been doing the haven't really been putting anything up.
Yeah, because it's mostly just us reading it. There isn't really anything too special about it.
I mean, we probably could like put up the picture, but
yeah.
that's a lot of work.
Let's see. In Ruby and Sapphire, Tangela's vines snap off easily if they are grabbed. This happens without pain, allowing it to make a quick getaway. The lost vines are replaced by newly grown vines the next day. Most of these are all the same.
Oh yeah, food is here.
Yeah, food.
I'm a grab. Oh, my mic noises. Or far away Vicky noises.
And Diamond Pearl, it's shrouded by blue vines. No one has seen the face hidden behind the growth of the vines. Most of these are the same. Interesting. Black and white. The blue vines shrouding its body are covered in a growth of fine hair. It is known to be ticklish.
Okay, what is ticklish or what it does ticklish?
The vines are ticklish.
You're supposed to be working and you're here learning about the horrors of Pokemon. Good choice.
Multitasking.
This is the perfect stream for stuff like that, because you can technically be working and we're just like a podcast right now.
You don't actually have to watch us, you just have to listen.
Yeah, we're just delivering the horrors of the Pokemon world.
In Sword, hidden beneath a tangle of vines that grows non-stop even if the vines are torn off, this Pokemon's true appearance remains a mystery. In Shield, the vines of Tangela have a distinct scent. In some parts of Galar, Tangela's vines are used as herbs. And I'm gonna do Legends Arceus because I Professor voice. When we played, I did Professor. So. It is cloaked in entirely blue vines, preventing any glimpse of its true identity. These vines impart a refreshing sensation when chewed. They are useful as a spice. You did the quest in Arceus, you know. Don't act like you don't know. Remember in Arceus when we had to get that girl a Tangela? And she was like, oh yes, I remember these food.
Oh, yeah.
Not for noodle.
But
Grabbing noms.
You wanna come up here? You can sit with us. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bump you on the blanket. Oh. You can come up here.
God, there's so many fucking napkins.
What do they think? We're fucking slobs?
TP.
We didn't even get nachos. Fuck. Well, I mean, I think there's like 2 of the same burritos, and then 2 of the tacos, and then there's like a special burrito. Like this one is mine. Blech. Oh, are you?
These are the soft top.
What are you doing? What are you doing with Gojo?
She's looking.
No, I put my little Gojo man on the
there, baby.
I put my little Gojo on the end of my mic stand because, like, I was joking around. I was like, Gojo, be my counterweight, but he's not gonna do that. And Nora was just like, what is that? I kind of want it. Like, I don't know if she thought it was a toy, which she's never usually thought of. She, like, knows the difference between toys and not toys.
Her toys and our memorabilia. You lay down?
He's a good noodle.
Get in the
Oh,
floof.
yeah. Get in the
Yeah,
soft
lay in the
push. Okay. Anyway, so Kangaskhan. I would just like to point out that Mega Kangaskhan, I mean, it has a Mega Evolution. It doesn't get any taller. It gets significantly heavier because regular Kangaskhan is 176 pounds.
Baby grew.
Yeah, the baby got heft, so baby added more. And it's really funny because they really don't change.
No.
Baby just get spunkier. Anyway. Oh my god, there's a lot of stuff. Alright. Yeah, Mama Kangaskhan doesn't change, but Baby Kangaskhan. That's funny. Baby Kangaskhan are so cute. They're so precious. Look at that picture.
Baby.
Look at that baby. Okay. In red and blue, the infant rarely ventures out of the mother's protective pouch until it is 3 years old. Actually, I think that's kind of similar to regular kangaroos, because, like,
I mean, that's probably what they're based off of.
I mean, yeah,
Chunky kangaroos.
chonky kangaroos. But, like, I think I was, like, watching a video, and they were, like, being extraordinarily informative. Like, the itty bitty little, like, joeys are, like, born very itty bitty, and they're stuffed in the pouches, and they're just, like, these gross fetuses. And then they, like, mature in the pouch for, like, a year or more or something like that. Like, they spend a lot of time maturing in the pouch, and even until they get, like, giant and they got these big old feet sticking out. But that's very interesting. In yellow, raises its young in its belly pouch. Won't run from any fight to keep its young protected. Stadium's a little different. The female raises its young in its belly pouch for around 3 years. The young is taken out once it learns to find food. In gold, if it is safe, the young gets out of the belly pouch to play. The adults keep a close eye on the youngster. Oh, Mama! In silver, it protects... Oh, to protect its young, it will never give up during battle, no matter how badly wounded it is. Oh, that sounds terrible. In crystal, to avoid crushing the baby it carries in its pouch, it always sleeps standing up.
Gosh, my favorite part about the latest season of Pokemon is just the very, very beginning. When Kangaskhan is taking care of the Pichu.
Oh, yeah. It's so precious. In Ruby and Sapphire, if you come across a young Kangaskhan playing by itself, you must never disturb it or attempt to catch it. The baby Pokemon's parent is sure to be in the area, and it will become violently enraged at you.
But watch out. Don't touch the baby.
Those are the same. Violent. In Sun, Kangaskhan's maternal love is so deep that it will brave death to protect its offspring. Oh, in Moon. God damn it, Sun and Moon. Why you gotta be like this? In Moon, the child in its pouch leaves home after roughly 3 years. It is the only time the mother is heard to cry wildly. God.
Isn't there that theory that Cubone is the baby Kangaskhan where Mama died?
Yeah. Yeah, there is that theory. And based on this stuff, I can see why. In Ultra Sun, Kangaskhan protects its child by keeping it in its pouch. It has zero forgiveness for those who harm its child and will beat them down.
Don't fuck with Mama.
No. Mega Kangaskhan in Sun. Mega Kangaskhan's strength derives from the mother's happiness about her child's growth. Watching it grow up keeps her spirits high. In Moon, thanks to Mega Evolution, its child grows, but as the child is good only at fighting and nothing else, its mother feels uneasy about its future. Oh, in Ultra Sun, the explosive energy the child is bathed in causes temporary growth. The mother is beside herself with worry about it. Oh, why? Why are you like this? Alright, so like the writers of Sun and Moon are just like our generation of depressed asses just writing trauma for everybody because they're like, there's not enough trauma in this game. Let me fix that. In Ultra Moon, when the mother sees the back of her mega evolved child, it makes her think of the day when the child will inevitably leave her. In Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, its child has grown rapidly thanks to the energy of Mega Evolution. Mother and child show their harmonious teamwork in battle. Oh, this is wholesome. In Shield, there are records of a lost human child being raised by a childless Kangaskhan. That's sweet. And that's about it. But next is Horsey! My baby! I'm excited to read the Pokedex entries for Kingdra, because I think Kingdra is like way up there in my favorites of water Pokemon. I love Horsey and Seadra, but once they...
Nora, no scream!
I know. Routine is getting done. Nora. Go wait by Bunny. She's just excited for Routine to be getting done. Child. Excite.
No calm, only run.
Right, when they released Kingdra, I was like, hey, yo! 6 seahorse Pokemon, yes, please! I fucking love it. Kingdra's design. It's just, mwah. Oh, Horsey is a whole 1 foot 4 inches tall. He's a chunky boy at 17 pounds, though. Yeah, a chunky seahorse. I love him. Oh, he's so cute. Oh, so good. Wow, there's not a whole lot of like other stuff in it. Oh, in Red and Blue, known to shoot down flying bugs with precision blasts of ink from the surface of the water. In Yellow, if it senses any danger, it will vigorously spray water or a special type of ink from its mouth. In Stadium, uses its tail to keep its balance while spraying ink from its mouth. The ink appears to be for shooting down bugs. In Gold, If attacked by a larger enemy, it quickly swims to safety by adeptly controlling its dorsal fin. Oh. In silver, its big developed fins move rapidly, allowing it to swim backward while still facing forward. Oh, this is cute. In crystal, when they're in a safe location, they can be seen playfully tangling their tails together.
Oh.
In ruby, Horsey eats small insects and moss off of rocks. If the ocean current turns fast, this Pokemon anchors itself by wrapping its tail around rocks or coral to prevent being washed away. In Sapphire, if Horsey senses danger, it will reflexively spray a dense black ink from its mouth and try to escape. This Pokemon swims by cleverly flapping the fins on its back. That's the same. Oh, in Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, it makes its nest in the shade of corals. If it senses danger, it spits murky ink and fleas. Moss and insects. Ink. In Sword, Horsey makes its home in oceans with gentle currents. If this Pokemon is under attack, it spits out pitch black ink and escapes. In Shield, they swim with dance-like motions and cause whirlpools to form. Horsey compete to see which of them can generate the biggest whirlpool. And that's it. That's it for Horsey.
That's cute.
Seadra! Did you get your goodie, Nora? Is the life better now? Routine has been followed. Everybody's happy. Seadra! I like how even Horsey was considered dragon Pokemon. Like, their type is not dragon, but their Pokedex entry says the dragon Pokemon. And so does Seadra.
Seadragon.
Seadra is a whole 3 feet 11 inches and 55 pounds. Mm-mm. Look at him go! So menacing. In red and blue, capable of swimming backwards by rapidly flapping its wing-like pectoral fins and stout tail. Oh god. In yellow, touching the back fin causes numbness. It hooks its tail to coral to stay in place while sleeping. Oh, in Stadium, a clever Pokemon that can swim backwards while facing forward. Fainting may result from a jab of its sharp spikes. What? In Gold, an examination of its cells revealed the presence of a gene not found in Horsey. It became a hot topic. In Silver, its fin tips leak poison. Its fins and bones are highly valued as ingredients in herbal medicine. In Crystal, the male raises the young. If it is approached, it uses its toxic spikes to fend off the intruders. In Ruby, Seadra sleeps after wriggling itself between the branches of coral. Those trying to harvest coral are occasionally stung by this Pokemon's poison barbs if they fail to notice it. Sapphire, Seadra generates whirlpools by spinning its body. The whirlpools are strong enough to swallow even fishing boats. This Pokemon weakens prey with these currents, then swallows it whole. I don't like that. It's pretty much the same. It's the same. Sharp spikes, poison, whirlpools, numbness. Oh. In Sword, it's the males that raise the offspring. While Seadra are raising young, the spines on their backs secrete thicker and stronger poison. In Shield, Seadra's mouth is slender, but its suction power is strong. In an instant, Seadra can suck in food that's larger than the opening of its mouth. Okay! That's Seadra. Well, we have a string of water Pokemon. Which is fine. It gives you a chance to eat.
Yeah.
Then it gives me a chance to eat. Oh, we have Goldeen. The Goldfish Pokemon.
Why was this half made supreme? The other half was not. Like, I'm very confused. I bit into it and I was like, there's sour cream and tomato there. Like, wait a fucking second.
That's not what was going on before.
That's not what I ordered, but I don't mind it. But, like, why is it half of the taco? The first half did not have any of that.
Don't worry about it.
That's what it is, I guess.
Not for noodle.
See, no, I need the napkins.
I mean, hey, they gave them, so might as well use them.
Oh my god, there it is.
It's okay, Noodle will pick up your crumbs.
She will.
Okay. Goldeen in red and blue. Its tail fin billows like an elegant ballroom dress, giving it the nickname of the Water Queen. In yellow, when it is time for them to lay eggs, they can be seen swimming up rivers and falls in large groups. Ayo. In stadium, its beautiful tail fin billows and flutters like an elegant dress, swims at a speed of 5 knots. In gold, its dorsal, pectoral, and tail fins wave elegantly in water. That is why it is known as the water dancer. In silver, a strong swimmer, it is capable of swimming non-stop up vast streams at a steady speed of 5 knots. In crystal, during spawning season, they swim gracefully in the water, searching for the perfect mate. In ruby, losing it all.
Oh my god. Thank you.
It's fine, don't worry about it. In Ruby, Goldeen is a very beautiful Pokemon with fins that billow elegantly in water. However, don't let your guard down around this Pokemon. It could ram you powerfully with its horn. In Sapphire, Goldeen loves swimming wild and free in rivers and ponds. If one of these Pokemon is placed in an aquarium, it will shatter even the thickest glass with one ram of its horn and make its escape.
Did you smash or pass on Tails characters?
Heyo.
Sidebar, I know. But I'm down that rabbit hole on Pinterest.
If you would like to make a slideshow,
I will.
let's make a slideshow of Tails characters and then we can do a smash or pass.
So just looking at my favorite boys. And I was like, oh yeah, recently they've been like hot as fuck.
Ayo. Pretty girl. In sun, when the weather grows warm, they form groups and swim upriver. This sight serves as a poetic reminder that spring has arrived. In moon, spellbound by the length of its horn and the beauty of its fins, many strange trainers raise Goldeen and nothing but Goldeen. In Ultra Sun, although known for their splendid tail fins, Goldeen apparently compete among themselves to see whose horn is thickest and sharpest. Yep, that's about all for Goldeen. Seeking!
All of these water Pokemon.
Oh my god!
You had to do all the talking today, right?
Apparently. Today is the Vicky Reads Pokedex entries. Oh, damn. Oh, god. Seeking is 4'3" and 86 pounds? That's intimidating. Fish.
Big fish.
In red and blue, in the autumn spawning season, they can be seen swimming powerfully up rivers and creeks. In yellow, it is the male's job to make a nest by carving out boulders in a stream using the horn on its head. In stadium, in the autumn, they travel up rivers to spawn. In other seasons, they make and live their own nests. Oh. In gold, during spawning season, Sea can gather from all over, coloring the rivers a brilliant red.
Interesting. Red with the blood of their enemies?
Yeah, probably.
Unless.
Silver, using its horn, it bores holes in riverbed boulders, making nests to prevent its eggs from washing away. In Crystal, when autumn comes, the males patrol the area around their nests in order to protect their offspring. Oh, in Ruby, in the autumn, Sea King males can be seen performing courtship dances in riverbeds to woo females. During the season, this Pokemon's body coloration is at its most beautiful. In Sapphire, Sea King is very protective of its eggs. The male and female will take turns patrolling around their nest and eggs. The guarding of eggs by these Pokemon goes on for over a month. It's all about the same. It's a little different. In Platinum, in autumn, its body becomes more fatty in preparing to propose to a mate. It takes on beautiful colors. That's all the same. Courtship dance. I mean, Sun and Moon is always extra, so I guess we'll just read them. In Sun, when the weather grows cold, its whole body flushes a deep red. This sight serves as a poetic reminder that autumn has arrived. In Moon, trainers who are crazy for Sea King are divided into horn enthusiasts and fin enthusiasts. The two groups do not get along well. In Ultra Sun, its horn spins like a drill to steadily hollow out rocks, even harder ones. The coloration of the male is more vivid. In Ultra Moon, to attract females, males dance on the river's floor. The females gather around the male that dances most gracefully. Yep, that's it for Sea King. Staryu! And then Starmie! Give me the sea stars.
Starfish.
The star-shaped Pokemon.
Starfish.
Come on, Bulbapita. I believe. I believe. Every couple of entries, my tablet is like, try again. 2'7". That's a chunky star. 76 pounds. Let's see. Red and Blue. An enigmatic Pokemon that can effortlessly regenerate any appendage it loses in battle. In Yellow, as long as the center section is unharmed, it can grow back fully, even if it's chopped to bits.
Well then.
Stadium, it is capable of growing back any portion of its body that is cut off. At night, the center core glows with a red light. Oh, that's a little concerning, actually. In Gold, at night, the center of its body slowly flickers with the same rhythm as a human heartbeat.
Interesting.
In Crystal, when the stars twinkle at night, it floats up from the seafloor and its body's center core flickers. In Ruby, Staryu's center section has an organ called the core that shines bright red. If you go to a beach toward the end of summer, the glowing cores of these Pokemon look like the stars in the sky. In Sapphire, Staryu apparently communicates with the stars in the night sky by flashing the red core at the center of its body. If parts of its body are torn, this Pokemon simply regenerates the missing pieces and limbs. That's pretty much the same. Regenerate. Flickering lights.
Yep. Yeah.
Well, that's even the same. Oh, excuse me. In Moon, this Pokemon gets nibbled on by Luminion and others. Thanks to its red core, it regenerates fast, so it's unconcerned by their snack attacks.
Okay.
In Ultra Sun, in many places there are folk tales of stardust falling into the ocean and becoming Staryu. In Ultra Moon, no number of injuries can bother Staryu. Its amazing regenerative power return it to its previous state in half a day. Yep, that's it. Starmie! Come on, Bulbapedia, I believe in you. Oh, good. You get to read Mr. Mime.
Oh, fun.
Your most favorite Pokemon. Oh, lordy. Starmie gets hefty. 3'7" and 176 pounds. Big boy hours. There it is. Red and blue. Its central core glows with the 7 colors of the rainbow. Some people value the core as a gem. In yellow, the center section is named the core. People think it is communicating when it glows in 7 colors. Hello? In Stadium, when away from human eyes, its core is said to glow mysteriously in 7 colors. This Pokemon may have come from outer space.
Oh.
We're just gonna throw that in there.
Okay.
Not talk about it.
Another space Pokemon. This is fine.
This is fine. Silver, regardless of the environment it lives in, its body grows to form a symmetrical, geometric shape.
I mean, if you think about it, Deoxys also had like a core that it generates from. So somewhere out there is a planet where there's just all these Pokemon with like
Regenerative cores.
that regenerate their bodies.
Oh my god, that's a little terrifying.
Exactly.
I don't want to know. In Crystal, it is said that it uses the 7-colored core of its body to send electric waves into outer space. Is Starmie the reason we got Deoxys?
Probably.
Were they sent out by their planet to find a new home, and they're like, "Hey, yo, guys, we found it! Beep beep
Beep beep. Beep beep. This home.
In Ruby, Starmie's center section, the core, glows brightly in 7 colors. Because of its luminous nature, this Pokemon has been given the nickname the Gem of the Sea. Sapphire, Starmie swims through the water by spinning its star-shaped body as if it were a propeller on a ship. The core of the center of this Pokemon's body glows in 7 colors. In Emerald, people in ancient times imagined that Starmie were transformed from the reflections of stars that twinkled on gentle waves at night. In Fire Red, this Pokemon has a geometric body. Because of its body, the locals suspect that it is an alien creature. In Black and White, at the center of its body is a red core, which sends mysterious radio signals to the night sky. And in Black and White 2, its core shines in many colors and sends radio signals into space to communicate with something. Hello? Why have I never known this before? Starmie, you're the reason we got Deoxys.
True.
In Sun, its shining core is thought to receive and transmit enigmatic signals. It has been known to cause headaches in those who approach it. In Moon, its unusual body shape, reminiscent of abstract art, led local people to spread rumors that this Pokemon may be an invader from outer space.
Teehee.
In Ultra Sun, its sparkling core is called the Gem of the Sea. This core can be made into high-priced accessories that are traded in secret. In Ultra Moon, it rotates its geometrically shaped body to swim through the water. It always seems to be sending out mysterious radio waves.
This is fine.
Yeah.
Totally fine. Nothing weird.
I am sus of Starmie now.
It's fine. It's fine.
Anyway, let's go on to the sussy Mr. Mime while I eat some food.
Wait, there's a Galarian?
Yep.
No!
Yep.
I don't want it!
There's another one. He exists.
No, I don't want it. I like how
Okay, I'm so glad they did not put the face on there. I was like, if the face is there, I'm gonna have to share that. Anyway, so for Mr. Mime, the red and blue entry is if interrupted while it is miming, it will slap around the offender with its broad hands.
It's already a violent Pokemon.
Yep. In yellow, always practices its pantomime act. It makes enemies believe something exists that really doesn't. In Stadium, it is an expert at miming and loves to perform. It is said to slap around anyone who disturbs it with its broad hands. In Gold, a skilled mime from birth, it gains the ability to create invisible objects as it matures. In Silver, its fingertips emit a peculiar force that hardens air to create an actual wall. In Ruby and Sapphire, Mr. Mime is a master of pantomime. Its gestures and motions convince watchers that something unseeable actually exists. Once it is believed, it will exist as if it were a real thing.
The placebo effect, but real.
Mm-hmm. In Fire Red, it is adept at conning people. It is said to be able to create walls out of thin air by miming. In Leaf Green, if interrupted while it is miming, it will suddenly double slap the offender with its broad hands.
Violence is not the answer. It's the solution.
In Pearl, emanations from its fingertips solidify the air to invisible walls that repel even harsh attacks. In Platinum, it shapes invisible wall in midair by minutely vibrating its fingertips to stop molecules in the air. Making walls, con artist.
Slapping the shit out of people.
All of the wording. Ultra Sun. Its pantomime skills are wonderful. You may become enraptured while watching it. The next thing you know, Mr. Mime made a real wall. In Ultra Moon, it creates invisible walls with its pantomiming. If you don't act impressed, it will attack you with a double slap.
So it went from, if you just disturb it, he's pissed. But if you also don't say that you're cool with it, he's like, oh, nah, bitch.
In Sword, the broadness of its hands may be no coincidence. Many scientists believe that its palms became enlarged specifically for pantomiming.
What? Oh, the Galarian. I skipped ahead a little bit.
Teehee. And Legends Arceus. The behavior of this clown-like Pokemon reminds me of pantomime. It creates invisible walls using a force emanating from its fingertips. The Galarian, Mr. Mime. It's talented at tap dancing. It can also manipulate temperatures to create a floor of ice, which this Pokemon can kick up to use as a barrier. In Shield, it radiates chillness from the bottom of its feet. It will spend the whole day tap dancing on the frozen floor.
Okay.
That's it for the Mimey boy.
On to the Mantis Pokemon. Oh, he's 4'11".
Cool.
Tall bug. Give me the Pokedex, Andres. Why does he actually have a lot of stuff?
I realized we could actually. There's a list. And just
Oh shit, you're right.
Teehee.
This is fine. Anyway,
Anyway.
we also like to see the pictures because sometimes there's fun pictures. Scyther in red and blue. With ninja-like agility and speed, it can create the illusion that there is more than one. Yellow leaps out of tall grass and slices prey with its scythes. The movement looks like that of a ninja. In Stadium, moves incredibly quickly and shreds its enemies with its razor-sharp scythes. Oh, excuse me. On rare occasions, it flies with its wings. In Gold, it slashes through grass with its sharp scythes, moving too fast for the human eye to track. In Silver, when it moves, it leaves only a blur. If it hides in grass, its protective colors make it invisible. In Crystal, it's very proud of its speed. It moves so fast that its opponent does not even know what knocked it down. In Ruby and Sapphire, Scyther is blindingly fast. Its blazing speed enhances the effectiveness of the twin scythes on its forearms. This Pokemon's scythes are so effective, they can slice through thick logs in one wicked stroke.
Damn.
These are all pretty much the same. Yep. In Moon, while young, they live together deep in the mountains, training themselves in how to fight with their scythes and move at high speeds. Oh god. In Ultra Sun, its two sharp scythes are more than just weapons. It uses them with dexterity to dress its prey before eating. In Ultra Moon, some call it a ninja. Its movements, imperceptibly quick, are sufficient to cleave the air in two. It's very popular in Alola. Oh, in Sword, as Scyther fights more and more battles, its scythes become sharper and sharper. With a single slice, Scyther can fell a massive tree. In Shield, if you come across an area in a forest where a lot of trees have been cut down, what you found is a Scyther's territory. In Arceus, the large, wickedly sharp scythes on its forearms are truly fearsome weapons. Prey's attempts to flee are unfailingly thwarted by the Pokemon's nimble motions. Okay, that's it for Scyther.
On to Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
Jinx, the human-shaped Pokemon. A whole 4'7".
Jump right to it.
Remembering that wikis have links to this shit in their articles. Anyway, red and blue. It seductively wiggles its hips as it walks. It can cause people to dance in unison with it. In yellow, it appears to move to a rhythm of its own, as if it were dancing. It wiggles its hips as it walks. In stadium, it talks in a strange, incomprehensible language. It is known for its weird wiggling that causes people to dance. In gold, it rocks its body rhythmically. It appears to alter the rhythm depending on how it's feeling. In silver, it speaks a language similar to that of humans. However, it seems to use dancing to communicate. In crystal, it has several different cry patterns, each of which seem to have its own meaning. Ruby and sapphire. Jinx walks rhythmically, swaying and shaking its hips as if it were dancing. Its motions are so bouncingly alluring, people seeing it are compelled to shake their hips without giving any thought to what they are doing. In fire red, it speaks using a language that sounds human. Research is underway to determine what is being said. Interesting. Where's the creepy shit? Sun and Moon, do you got it?
Nope.
No.
Sword's got to.
Sword. In certain parts of Galar, Jinx was once feared and worshipped as the Queen of Ice. In Shield, Jinx of Galar often have beautiful, delicate voices. Some of these Pokemon have even gathered a fan base.
Welcome to stream. I hope you're ready for
weird
awful
Pokemon lore. Yeah, I think that not much about Jinx.
She sachets around.
She gets people to sashay with her. She speaks language that nobody knows.
But sound like woman.
Electabuzz.
Electabuzz. Tree.
Elaboo.
I know. I saw that. I was like, that's kind of adorable for this Pokemon. Elaboo. 3'7", 66 pounds. Actually, I don't think I have the option to skip to things.
I think it comes in a drop-down menu. Scroll up a little bit.
Not on mobile. That's okay. I like looking at pictures. Electabuzz in red and blue. Normally found near power plants, they can wander away and cause major blackouts in cities.
This is fine.
In yellow, if a major power outage occurs, it is certain that this Pokemon has eaten electricity at a power plant.
Num, num, num. Isn't most blackouts just most electric Pokemon eating the fucking electricity?
Yeah. Yeah. Anything electric that gets near power plants is just automatic blackout. In gold, electricity runs across the surface of its body. In darkness, its entire body glows a whitish blue. Yo, that sounds dope and also terrifying. Like, if you see that in the dark and it's just like, Electabuzz! Why didn't they do that in Arceus? That'd be awesome. In silver, its body constantly discharges electricity. Getting close to it will make your hair stand on end. Oh, in crystal, when two Electabuzz touch, they control the electric currents to communicate their feelings. Oh, God. In Ruby and Sapphire, when a storm arrives, gangs of this Pokemon compete with each other to scale heights that are likely to be stricken by lightning bolts. Some towns use Electabuzz in place of lightning rods.
This is fun.
In Platinum, it windmills its arms to slightly boost its punches. Foes have been known to escape in the meantime. In Black and White 2, research is progressing on storing lightning in Electabuzz so this energy can be used at any time. That's all. It's all about the same. And Arceus feeds on electrical energy. During sudden showers beneath looming thunderclouds, one can observe Electabuzz scaling tall trees where the Pokemon will then wait for lightning to strike.
T.
Hit me!
Smite me!
Alright, that's it. Electabuzz is a lightning rod, pretty much.
Lit. Magmar. The Spitfire Pokemon. 4'3". Tomboy. Boop. In Red and Blue, its body always burns with an orange glow that enables it to hide perfectly among flames. In Yellow, it is born in an active volcano. Its body is always cloaked in flames, so it looks like a big ball of fire. In Stadium, with a body temperature of close to 2,200 degrees, its body is always burning with orange flame. Lives near volcanoes.
Lit.
In Gold, it dislikes cold places, so it blows scorching flames to make the environment more suitable for itself. Great for clearing paths in the snow, I'm sure. In Silver, the fiery surface of its body gives off a wavering, rippling glare that is similar to the sun. In Crystal, it moves more frequently in hot areas. It can heal itself by dipping its wound into lava. I mean, it's fine, no worry about it.
You gotta cauterize the wound, and why not do it with fucking lava?
That's metal, dude. Ruby and Sapphire. In battle, Magmar blows out intensely hot flames from all over its body to intimidate its opponent. This Pokemon's fiery burst creates a heat waves that ignite grass and trees in its surroundings. Just causing forest fires, it's fine.
He obviously didn't meet Smokey the Bear.
Boosty boy. And Diamond and Pearl. Born in the spout of a volcano, its body is covered by flames that shimmer like the sun. In Platinum, when it breathes deeply, heat waves form around its body, making it hard to see clearly. Interesting. So hot to make them little wiggly bits in the air. Let's see. In sun, when it's tired, it leaps into the mouth of the volcano and soaks its body in magma to ease its weariness.
Bruh.
Its body burns at 2,192 degrees Fahrenheit.
Can I just throw myself into lava to ease my weariness?
When angered, it spouts brilliant fire all over its body. It doesn't calm down until its opponents are burned to ash. In Ultra Sun, its entire body is burning. When it breathes, the temperature rises. When it sneezes, flames shoot out.
And some fiery, spicy sneezes.
In Ultra Moon, the hotter the place, the better they feel. Magmar and Alola are said to be hardier than those in other areas. In Sword, Magmar dispatches its prey, but it regrets this habitat once it realizes that it has burned its intended prey to a charged crisp.
Kill it with fire! Oh no, I killed it with too much fire!
It's too crispy! In Shield, these Pokemon's bodies are constantly burning. Magmar are feared as one of the causes behind fires. They don't say. In Legends, legend has it that this Pokemon was born from the crater of the volcano. When wounded, it bathes in lava to heal its body, much as one would soak in a hot spring.
Yeah. I'm ready for a hot spring.
That'd be nice.
Beanzer. I don't like that he's 4'11" normally, and I didn't know that there was a Mega Pinsir, and that Mega Pinsir is 5'7" and can fly. I hate it.
That's horrifying.
Yeah, I fucking hate it. Aside from that, oh, it's the stag beetle. I still don't like it. No, I don't want it.
Stag beetle Pokemon.
Hold on, I have to sneeze. I feel it.
Pineapples.
Ah, nipples. For context for everybody, I have a coworker, and like there was one day where she was trying to fend off sneezes by saying pineapples, and my deaf ass, like, she sneezed and it was like a like big sneeze. So she went like, pineapples, and she was like in a truck, and I was on the outside of the truck, and I looked at her and I was like, did you say pineapple? She's like, yeah. And I was like, okay, because that's not what I heard. And my lead was like, what did you hear? And I was like, to me it sounded like she went, nipples. So like that's our thing now. Because my deaf ass can't hear anything properly anymore. What are words? Anyway, Pinsir in red and blue, if it fails to crush the victim in its pinchers, it will swing it around and toss it hard. In yellow, it grips its prey in its pincers and squeezes hard. It can't move if it's cold, so it lives in warm places. In Stadium, grips and tears at its enemy with the two pincers on its head. Enemies with hard bodies are gripped and tossed. In Gold, with its horns, it digs burrows to sleep in at night. In the morning, damp soil clings to its body. In Silver, swings its long antlers wildly to attack. During cold periods, it hides deep in forests. In Crystal, when the temperature drops at night, it sleeps on the treetops or among roots where it is well hidden. In Ruby, Pinsir is astoundingly strong. It can grip a foe weighing twice its weight in its horns and easily lift it. This Pokemon's movements turn sluggish in cold places. Oh god. In Sapphire, Pinsir has a pair of massive horns. Protruding from the surface of these horns are thorns. Those thorns are driven deeply into the foe's body when the Pinsir closes, making it tough for the foe to escape. In Emerald, their pincers are strong enough to shatter thick logs. Because they dislike cold, Pinsir burrow and sleep under the ground on chilly nights. In Fire Red, its two long pincer horns are powerful. Once they grip an enemy, they won't release until the foe is torn. In Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, it grips prey with its pincers until the prey is torn in half. What can't tear, it tosses far.
Oh god.
Lots of ripping and tearing. Rip and tear until it is done. Okay. In Ultra Sun, it gets into territorial disputes with Vikavolt. For some reason, it apparently gets along well with Heracross in Alola. Mega Pinsir in Sun. The influence of Mega Evolution leaves it in a state of constant excitement. It pierces enemies with its two large horns before shredding them. In Moon, bathed in the energy of Mega Evolution, its wings become unusually developed. It flies at speeds of approximately 30 miles per hour.
He's fast as fuck, boy.
In Ultra Sun, after Mega Evolution, it becomes able to fly. Perhaps because it's so happy, it rarely touches the ground. Ultra Moon, it zips around at blistering speeds, looking for an opening to skewer its opponent on its giant pincers. And Let's Go, with its vaunted horns, it can lift an opponent 10 times heavier than itself and fly about with ease. This one's a little different. In Sword, these Pokemon judge one another based on pincers. Thicker, more impressive pincers make for more popularity with the opposite gender.
Yeah. Don't. Just stay.
You don't have to be triggered, Noodle.
She's just being a shit.
You're being no good at school right now.
Let's go back to sleep.
Me sleepy good.
You're not missing nothing. Just go back to sleep.
It's okay, it's time to move on to Tauros.
Bull. Wow, bull Pokemon. 4'7". It's kind of small, actually.
Yeah? Wait, if Tauros is 100% male, how do they repopulate?
That's gay.
Hello? I'm the confused Arceus. What did you do? For what reason?
There.
They were hiding from you.
Red and blue. When it targets an enemy, it charges furiously while whipping its body with its long tails.
That's kinky.
That's kinky. Why is this Pokemon kinky as shit?
It's because of the whips.
In yellow, a rowdy Pokemon with a lot of stamina. Once running, it won't stop until it hits something. In the stadium, it charges while whipping its hefty body with its tails. Although powerful, it can charge only in a straight line.
Hey, yo, he and Rhydon get along great.
In Gold, they fight each other by locking horns. The herd's protector takes pride in its battle-scarred horns. In Silver, after heightening its will to fight by whipping itself with its 3 tails, it charges at full speed. In Ruby and Sapphire, this Pokemon is not satisfied unless it's rampaging at all times. If there is no opponent for Tauros to battle, it will charge at thick trees and knock them down to calm itself.
So, Inosuke?
Yes.
If I ever catch a Taurus, I'm naming it Inosuke.
Kinky boy.
More rampaging.
Yep. Rampaging at all times, knocking into trees. Ah, here we go. In Sun, historically, people in areas all over the world have ridden Tauros, but the practice is said to have started in Alola. In Moon, although it's known to be a fierce Pokemon, Tauros in the Alola region are said to possess a measure of calmness. Interesting. In Shield, the Tauros of the Galar region are volatile in nature, and they won't allow people to ride on their backs.
Alrighty.
That's about it. He charge, he whip.
Volatile boy. What? More water Pokemon! Magikarp. The fish Pokemon. Fish. He's 2'11" and 22 pounds. That's a big fish.
He's a big fish.
Big floppy fish. Oh, that's right. I really enjoyed the Magikarp game they made. It was really simplistic and whatnot, but it was a really great opportunity for them to give Magikarp all these different, like, patterns and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I love it.
Garp, garp. Fish.
Baby Magikarp. Oh, you know that episode in the Orange Islands where there's a Nurse Joy that has a giant Magikarp? That lady found an alpha Magikarp early on.
Before alphas were alphas.
Yeah. Actually, technically, he was an itty bitty little like runt of a fish, and then he got big.
All the patterns.
Oh, and in the jump, yeah. That's so cool. I love it. Neat little patterns. Anyway, Pokedex entries for Magikarp in Red and Blue. In the distant past, it was somewhat stronger than the horribly weak descendants that exist today. Oof.
Big oof.
In Yellow, famous for being very unreliable, it can be found swimming in seas, lakes, rivers, and shallow puddles.
Teehee.
In Stadium, whoever its opponent and however horrible the attack it receives, all it does is splash around. God, Magikarp just getting dissed on. In Gold, an underpowered, pathetic Pokemon. It may jump high on rare occasions, but never more than 7 feet.
That's still pretty tall, though.
Yeah, that's high. That's a high jump for being flat on the ground. In silver, for no reason, it jumps and splashes about, making it easy for predators like Pidgeotto to catch it mid-jump. In crystal, this weak and pathetic Pokemon gets easily pushed along rivers when there are strong currents. Oh my god! They get worse! In Ruby, Magikarp is a pathetic excuse for a Pokemon that is only capable of flopping and splashing. This behavior prompted scientists to undertake research into it.
Oh my god.
In Sapphire, Magikarp is virtually useless in battle as it can only splash around. As a result, it is considered to be weak. However, it is actually a very hardy Pokemon that can survive in any body of water no matter how polluted it is. In Emerald, its swimming muscles are weak, so it is easily washed away by currents. In places where water pools, you can see many Magikarp deposited there by the flow. Oh my god! In Fire Red, it is virtually worthless in terms of both power and speed. It is the most weak and pathetic Pokemon in the world.
Mm-hmm.
In Diamond, it is said to be the world's weakest Pokemon. No one knows why it has managed to survive. In Pearl, it is unable to swim against even slow-moving currents. It always splashes around, or splashes about for some reason. In Platinum, a Magikarp living for many years can leap a mountain using Splash. The move remains useless, though.
More yumps.
Oh my god.
Imagine just a Magikarp falling from the sky one day because it jumped over a mountain. Splat! Flops around menacingly.
Menacingly flops.
Like that like menacing picture of Pingu. That.
But Magikarp.
Magikarp.
In Sun, although weak and helpless, this Pokemon is incredibly fertile. They exist in such multitudes, you'll soon grow tired of seeing them. That is accurate, though. In Moon, its reckless leaps make it easy pickings for predators. On the bright side, many Pokemon enjoy longer lifespans thanks to Magikarp. In Ultra Moon, thanks to their strong hold on life, dirty water doesn't bother them at all. They live in waters all over the world. Oh my god! Professor! In Arceus, a feeble, pitiful imbecile of a Pokemon that is nonetheless very hardy. Unperturbed by turbid water, it can be found living in all sorts of places. Pitiful imbecile. Like the fucking burn. Oh man. Poor Magikarp. Alright, let's go to Gyarados. The not worthless Pokemon.
When he grew up. The atrocious Pokemon.
Atrocious? What does that even mean?
He's just so violent.
I mean, I guess. I'm sure he's been a problem for, many sailors and whatnot. Okay, because I got a couple water Pokemon, because next is Lapras. So I have a couple things to read. I'm gonna, get comfy. Oh, ow. Comfy for probably 30 minutes and then I gotta get ready for work. Okay. So, Gyarados. Oh, I guess this is fine. Oh, wait, how big? 21 feet and 518 pounds. And then when he mega evolves, he don't grow, but he get chunk. He becomes 672 pounds.
Get some morphine.
Let's see. Red Gyarados looking super cool. Ugh, fucking cool. Oh my god! What is that?
Howdy coming.
I hate it. I don't want it. Okay.
Gyarados be terrifying.
Lordy. Gyarados in red and blue. Rarely seen in the wild. Huge and vicious, it is capable of destroying entire cities in a rage. In yellow, brutally vicious and enormously destructive, known for totally destroying cities in ancient times. In stadium, extremely vicious and horribly brutal, has enough destructive power to totally annihilate even a major city.
Teehee.
In gold, they say that during past wars, Gyarados would appear and leave blazing ruins in its wake. In silver, once it appears, it goes on a rampage. It remains enraged until it demolishes everything around it. Oh god. In crystal, it appears whenever there is world conflict, burning down any place it travels through. Excuse me? In Ruby, when Magikarp evolves into Gyarados, its brain cells undergo a structural transformation. It is said that this transformation is to blame for this Pokemon's wildly violent nature. In Sapphire, once Gyarados goes on a rampage, its ferociously violent blood doesn't calm until it has burned everything down. There are records of this Pokemon's rampage lasting a whole month.
Goodness.
Oh, so this is why Gyarados can learn Flamethrower? In Emerald, it is an extremely vicious and violent Pokemon. When humans begin to fight, it will appear and burn everything to the ground with intensely hot flames. Oh, or is it Hyper Beam? But Gyarados can learn Flamethrower.
He can,
That's the thing.
I was very much debating it during Minnow's luck.
In Fire Red, it has an extremely aggressive nature. The Hyper Beam it shoots from its mouth totally incinerates all targets.
Unfortunately, currently my Gyarados is very much a physical-based attacker. Its special attack is fucking garbage. So most of those heavy hitting moves like Hyper Beam and Flamethrower, I can't fucking use for him.
Oh,
it doesn't do shit.
Rip.
Literally counter out.
Oh, good. Sun really brings it home. A tale is told of a town that angered Gyarados. Before the sun rose the next day, flames utterly consumed the town, leaving not a trace behind.
Don't anger the danger noodle.
For the water noodle. Moon, there are people who swear that any place Gyarados appears is fated for destruction. Oh my god. In Ultra Sun, it fires hyper beams in all directions, burning the surrounding area to ash. There are some regions where it's called the deity of destruction. Mega Gyarados in Sun. Mega Evolution also affects its brain, leaving no other function except its destructive instinct to burn everything to cinders.
No thoughts, only violence.
In Moon, it jets water from the orifices on its sides, streaking above the water surface at supersonic speed. Ultra Sun. Mega Evolution places a burden on its body. The stress causes it to become all the more ferocious. Oh god. In Ultra Moon, it zooms out of the water at Mach speeds. Even large ships caught in its path are split cleanly in two. Oh, and Let's Go. Although it obeys its instinctive drive to destroy everything within its reach, it will respond to orders from a trainer it truly trusts. In Arceus, I suspect this Pokemon to be the true identity of a dragon written of in ancient texts, which claimed that it raised an entire village with white-hot beams from its maw. Angie Boy is angry. Moving on to Sweet Lapras. The not violent Pokemon.
Oh my god.
There's a Gigantamax!
There's a Gigantamax. Don't break, come on.
We need this, please. Hello, welcome. Oh my god. How do I get one? Give me
Play
that.
Sword and Shield.
Yeah, I need to get a sword. Oh god. Normal Lapras is 8'2" and 485 pounds. Gigantamax Lapras is 78 feet tall. It's just fine. Oh, that's okay if you can't stay. We're probably gonna cut it here fairly soon. Gotta go to work and stuff. But thanks for stopping by. Hopefully, in the moment, you can find some interesting stuff out about Pokemon. Give me the lore. Oh, sweet babies. Oh Lord, he coming. Okay. Lapras in red and blue. A Pokemon that has been overhunted almost to extinction. It can ferry people across the water. Yellow, a gentle soul that can read the minds of people. It can ferry people across the sea on its back. Stadium, capable of I'm assuming understanding the language of humans. It enjoys ferrying people on its back. It is on the verge of extinction. In gold, they have gentle hearts. Because they rarely fight, many have been caught. Their number has dwindled. My god.
Words are hard.
In silver, it ferries people across the sea on its back. It may sing an enchanting cry if it is in a good mood. Oh, in crystal. This gentle Pokemon loves to give people rides and provides a very comfortable way to get around. In Ruby and Sapphire, people have driven Lapras almost to the point of extinction. In the evenings, this Pokemon is said to sing plaintively as it seeks what few others of its kind still remain. Gentle hearts singing. Okay, and sun. Its high intelligence enables it to comprehend human speech. When it's in a good mood, it sings in its beautiful voice. Yay! This is where it changes. In Moon, these Pokemon were once near extinction due to poaching. Following protective regulations, there is now an overabundance of them.
Yay.
Oh, well, now we have another problem. In Ultra Moon, they've been so cherished that there's now an overabundance. The fish Pokemon population has declined in waters with too many Lapras. In Sword, a smart and kind-hearted Pokemon, it glides across the surface of the sea while its beautiful song echoes around it. In Shield, crossing icy seas is no issue for this cold-resistant Pokemon. Its smooth skin is a little cool to the touch. Gigantamax Lapras. Oh my god.
Big.
In Sword, for Gigantamax, over 5,000 people can ride on its shell at once, and it's a very comfortable ride without the slightest shaking or swaying. In Shield, it surrounds itself with a huge ring of gathered ice particles. It uses the ring to smash any icebergs that might impede its graceful swimming.
Interesting.
Smash those rocks! What a good beam. Alright, that's it for Lapras.
Ditto. Ditto, the transform Pokemon. A whole 1 foot blob. 8 pounds of goo.
That's a lot of goo. That's a lot of slime. Oh god. The Ditto Transformations.
In Red and Blue, capable of copying an enemy's genetic code to instantly transform itself into a duplicate of the enemy. In Yellow, when it spots an enemy, its body transforms into an almost perfect copy of the opponent. In Stadium, capable of reorganizing its cells to transform into an exact duplicate of the enemy, it's usually a shapeless blob.
He kind of have arms. He tried to have arms.
In Gold, it can transform into anything. When it sleeps, it changes into a stone to avoid being attacked. Pretty smart. In Silver, its transformation ability is perfect. However, if it is made to laugh, it cannot maintain its disguise.
So the stone thing just makes me think that Corby infiltrated the Pokemon universe, and he's like, well, this is me now.
Ditto is Corby if Corby lost his round shape. It just became an amorphous blob.
It's Corby after the latest Corby game.
Yeah.
It's after he got all stretched out and he couldn't reform himself. Ditto out there living the life. Yeah, you're right. Sometimes I feel like a blob.
In Ruby and Sapphire, Ditto rearranges its cell structure to transform itself into other shapes. However, it tries to transform itself into something relying on its memory. This Pokemon manages to get the details wrong. It copied to transform. Sleep, it turned to stone. It laugh, it lose its form. In Sun, it can reorganize its cells to make itself into a duplicate of anything it sees. The quality of the duplicate depends on the individual. In Moon, with its astonishing capacity for metamorphosis, it can get along with anything. It does not get along well with its fellow Ditto. Yep, that's it.
Ditto transform.
He's a blob. You transform into people.
Now we have Eevee. A whole 1 foot tall and 14 pounds.
The baby.
Except Gigantamax Eevee is 59 feet tall.
Fluffy though.
The fluffiest of Pokemon.
Look at the floof. The biggest floofer.
I'm here for the floof. Okay.
59 feet of floof.
I'm ready. When can I get this? For Eevee and Red and Blue, its genetic code is irregular. It may mutate if it is exposed to radiation from evolution stones. In Yellow, its genetic code is unstable, so it could evolve in a variety of ways. There are only a few alive. Ayo? Well, that got fixed. In Gold, it has the ability to alter the composition of its body to suit its surrounding environment. In Silver, its irregularly configured DNA is affected by its surroundings. It evolves if its environment changes. Crystal, its ability to evolve into many forms allows it to adapt smoothly and perfectly to any environment. That's pretty much the same. I mean, those are all the same, just worded slightly different. Weird DNA. Different evolutionary forms. In Ultra Sun, the question of why only Eevee has such unstable genes has still not been solved. Ultra Moon is kind of weird too. Its genes are easily influenced by its surroundings. Even its face starts to look like that of its trainer.
Interesting.
In Let's Go, it can evolve into a variety of forms. Eevee's genes are the key to solving the mysteries of Pokemon evolution. Gigantamax Eevee and Sword. Gigantamax energy upped the fluffiness of the fur around Eevee's neck. The fur will the fur will envelop a foe, capturing its body and captivating its mind. In Shield, having gotten even friendlier and more innocent, Eevee tries to play with anyone around, only to end up crushing them with its immense body. Eevee, baby!
Big Eevee don't know better. Big Eevee want to be lapdog.
Vaporeon is next, so I'll go ahead and read this one. This one's way up there in my favorite.
Your favorite baby.
Favorite babies.
Its Japanese name is Showers.
That's cute. The Bubble Jet Pokemon. 3'3", 63 pounds. Okay. And Red and Blue for Vaporeon. Lives close to water. Its long tail is ridged with a fin, which is often mistaken for a mermaid's. Yellow. Its cell structure is similar to water molecules. It will melt away and become invisible in water. In stadium, found quietly resting by lake shores, its cell structure is similar to water, so it can invisibly melt into water. In gold, when Vaporeon's fins begin to vibrate, it is a sign that rain will come within a few hours. Those are pretty much the same. In Ruby and Sapphire, Vaporeon underwent a spontaneous mutation and grew fins and gills that allow it to live underwater. This Pokemon has the ability to freely control water. Mermaid tail, invisible, melt away into water. More melting. Those are all. Those are all pretty much the same. Yep, that was it. Vaporeon doesn't have much going for it, apparently.
Pretty simple.
Well, thanks for popping by. We'll see you next time.
Yeah.
No, I didn't see the Edward. Go put yourself in a corner. Bad human.
Jolteon.
Thunders.
Lightning Pokemon.
Thunders
He's
is its name.
It's cute. Well, 2'7". In red and blue, it accumulates negative ions in the atmosphere to blast out 10,000-volt lightning bolts.
This is fun.
A sensitive Pokemon that easily becomes sad or angry. Every time its mood changes, it changes power. Okay then. Gold, it concentrates a weak electric charges by emitting its cells and launches wicked lightning bolts. In silver, every hair on its body starts to stand sharply on end if it becomes charged with electricity. Eggy boy. In Ruby and Sapphire, Jolteon's cells generate at a low level of electricity. This power is amplified by the static electricity of its fur, enabling this Pokemon to drop thunderbolts. His bristling fur is made of electrically charged needles. Watch out for those pointy bits.
Many pointy bits.
They will electrocute you. In Fire Red, if it is angered or startled, the fur all over its body bristles like sharp needles, and it pierces its foes. Goodness fucking gracious. That plus 10,000 volts of lightning coursing through your body.
It's fine, don't worry about it.
Electricy boy. In Sun, they send out electrical charges about 10,000 volts. Because they are high-strung, it can be difficult to grow close to them.
They're soon.
In Moon, when its fur stands on end, that's a sign it's about to give off a jolt of electricity. Take care, sometimes lightning strikes next to it, too.
Okay.
In Ultra Sun, its lungs contain an organ that creates electricity. The crackling sound of electricity can be heard when it exhales.
Ayo.
I imagine that it's almost kind of like when you have like a bladed fan and you just like scream into it and it like reverbs back at you.
I was just thinking of Zenitsu breathing.
Oh yeah, that too.
The crackling.
He's a Jolteon.
He is a Jolteon. He even spiky like one, kind of.
Yeah. Legends. Bristles its fur into sharp needle-like points when enraged. One can hear electricity crackle in its breath when it exhales. That's about it.
Alright. I say we read Flareon and leave that for the day. A little bit shorter Zatsudan today, but that's okay. It's the start of the week. We needed to start off simple.
We'll do this generation one day.
One day. We're almost there. We're going to leave off at 137. There's 151. Okay. Flareon, who's apparently the Japanese name is Booster. 211, 55 pounds. Fluffy puppy. Oh, the fluffiest of the evolutions. In red and blue, when storing thermal energy in its body, its temperature could soar to over 1600 degrees. In yellow, it has a flame chamber inside its body. It inhales, then blows out fire that is over 3000 degrees Fahrenheit. That's the same. In silver, it fluffs out its fur collar to cool down its body temperature, which can reach 1650 degrees. And then it just keeps getting higher and higher. In crystal, once it has stored up enough heat, this Pokemon's body temperature can reach up to 1700 degrees. In ruby and sapphire, Flareon's fluffy fur has a functional purpose. It releases heat into the air so that its body does not get excessively hot. This Pokemon's body temperature can rise to a maximum of 1650 degrees Fahrenheit.
Toasty baby.
Toasty. That's all the same. A flame sack in its body. In sun, when it catches prey or finds berries, it breathes fire on them until they're well done, and then it gobbles them up.
Nice and crispy berries. Flareon likes it cobbler style.
Yep, that's pretty much it. Flareon is just a hot puppy. Spicy puppy.
Spicy puppy.
Alright, so when we come back, we will be reading about Porygon. This weird little creature.
Glitch in the Matrix.
Maybe. Alrighty. Well, that was a good information dump.
Yeah.
Thanks everybody for coming and hanging out. If you are not already subscribed, be sure to hit the subscribe button so you know when we go live next. And you can participate in all of our polls and whatnot. How do you know every time?
He knows the word.
How do you know, Noodle?
He knows the sign-off word.
You are too smart.
She's a smart girl.
Stop being this smart,
She
baby.
understands the language of human.
She certainly tries to communicate. Huh, you little cryptid head ass. Be sure to follow us on Twitter where you'll get other live announcements from us. And join our Discord if you want to hang out and chat with us and other people in our community and see some spicy artwork that we like to share too.
Which I will be sharing soon.
Yeah,
I've been finding quite a few.
Yeah, I didn't actually go around on Pinterest that much. I found like that one picture, or I found a picture of Diamond Daddy, and then I got distracted. So yeah, join all that if you want to just hang out and whatnot. And then you can see our schedule posted in those various places. So you can also hit the bell on YouTube so that you can get notified when we do stuff, and that will make life easier.
You'll know when we go live.
And I think that's pretty much it. Tomorrow is Breath of the Wild. It's open world week.
It's open world month. What are you talking about?
if this is how it's gonna be, yeah, open world month is probably accurate.
So it's kind of been that way for a couple weeks.
We like open world games. What can we say?
Why not?
Anyway, I know, baby. We're signing off. Thanks everybody for joining us, and we will see you guys tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Bye.